score another massive victory for the United States Coast Guard and Navy, and the Coast Guard just pulled off one of the most daring interdictions you will ever see. The operation is called Pacific Viper, and it was launched just weeks ago, and has already netted 75,000 pounds of the white powder poison that the cartel was sending to our children. But this week, crews boarded a semi-submersible vessel carrying thousands of pounds of white stuff worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And armed Coast Guard teams stormed the low-profile craft, pulled 3 suspects at gunpoint, and seized the cargo. And you know what? This is exactly what President Trump promised when he called the cartels terrorist organizations. And I voted for this. If you did, let me know in the comments. So the question for now is, how far will American enemies go to keep their supply chains alive? And here's the thing, guys. What happens next will change everything, and how the United States government is not going to back down against these cartels. And again, do you guys think we should continue this? Let me know in the comments. I'm saying yes. So my name is Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway. I'm also publisher of the Illinois Review and a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are a growing channel, and every like, comment, and subscription helps us grow, and it helps us defeat the algorithm that's trying to suppress the conservative channel. So even a thumbs up helps more than you could ever get. And we're going to get right to it, guys. Check this out.
Jettison! I'm getting on it! I'm going out! Get out! Come on! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Be slow! Get on! Be slow! Be slow! Be slow! Get on! Don't move! Boss gone.
So I want to know how many people in the comments knew that the cartels had submersibles. Let me know in the comments if you knew that or did not know that. So what you guys just saw was the Coast Guard cutter Seneca, part of Operation Pacific Viper. On September 10th, northeast of the Galapagos Islands, they intercepted a nearly submerged craft carrying 5,500 pounds of the white poison. 3 traffickers were hauled out as the vessel was secured. And since August, the Coast Guard and Navy together have seized over 75,000 pounds of the stuff that was intended to poison our children. And 59 suspects are now in custody. This is the Trump administration's war on the cartels in action, guys. President Trump has been clear. These aren't just smugglers. These are terrorist organizations funding violence on American streets. And that's why he directed military assets to back the Coast Guard. And naval support means fewer suspects are slipping through. And you guys are seeing them. They're doing kinetic strike after kinetic strike. And tell me, do you think the Navy should have an even larger role in stopping these, narco terrorists like the cartel vessels? Let me know in the comments. So for years, the report said the Coast Guard could only pursue about 4 in 10 suspected vessels, and that stuff has stopped. With Navy radar, drones, and support ships in the Eastern Pacific, the odds have flipped. And this is where it all changed for everyone. By cutting cartel supply lines at sea, the Republic is striking at their financial lifeline. Each shipment blocked means hundreds of millions of dollars stripped from the cartel budgets, and that means fewer bribes, fewer recruits, and less poison flooding American neighborhoods and unaliving our children. So this fight goes back decades, but the intensity now is unmatched. And it's not just seizures. Kinetic strikes have already been carried out against 3 cartel boats near Venezuela. And the administration is showing that there are no safe waters for these criminals. So do you guys agree with President Trump labeling cartels as terrorists? Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. And then again, if you got value from this news update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. So, I voted for this stuff. I love seeing this, and I think that we can't do enough to stop this poison from coming to our children. And this latest seizure under Operation Pacific Viper is proof that America is finally fighting the cartels with the urgency that they demand. Again, this was my make or break for the administration, period. And they need to do more. And they're doing a lot, but they need to double it, triple it, keep going. And boarding a semi-submersible at sea is not a small task. It takes courage, training, and the will to act. You guys saw how thin that wall is. If there's somebody in there doing whatever, our guys have no opportunity to respond to that without getting hurt really bad. And for too long, cartels treated our borders and our waters as open highways. And that era is ending under President Trump's leadership. And this matters to every single American family. Every load stopped means less poison in our towns. It means fewer kids caught in the grip of addiction. And it shows the world that this republic is serious about protecting its people. And we're not just reacting anymore, guys. We're on the offense. And with continued resolve, these cartels will learn that America fights back and we always win.